An economy is a complex structure of diverse activities taking place at the same time. Understanding the functioning of any economy is not easy. An economic activity is any activity that involves the use of scarce resources to attain maximum satisfaction. The people involved in carrying out these economic activities are known as economic agents. Thus, a consumer is an economic agent involved with the economic activity of consuming or demanding goods and services. Similarly, a producer is an economic agent involved in the economic activity of producing and thereby fulfilling the demands of the consumers. Production is a process of making, creating, or producing goods and services. Consumption is a process of purchasing, buying, or consuming goods and services. Distribution is a process of sharing and allocating the goods and services. And management is a process of economically controlling the activities of an economy to make sure that economic agents get the maximum satisfaction in the presence of scarcity. In your day-to-day life, you buy a large number of goods. Some goods may be useful for you, while others may not be useful for you. What gives you satisfaction may not give satisfaction to others. For example, fruits and vegetables are healthy food for life and hence may be considered as useful for human beings. However, you must have observed that children generally stay away from fruits and vegetables. This means that they do not love to eat them and hence the satisfaction derived from them may be zero or very less for children. Now, give a child some junk food. Junk food is considered unhealthy and it may therefore not be useful for human beings. But the satisfaction level derived from junk food may be very high, particularly for children and young people. Take another example. Industrialization is useful for development, but industrialization also leads to environmental degradation. If industrialization makes the environment unfit for survival and the health of the people deteriorates, the utility level falls drastically. Thus, something may be considered useful but may not give satisfaction or utility. Whenever we buy something, there is always a price attached to it. Have you ever questioned yourself how this price is fixed in the market? This video will try to explain how a commodity market works in an economy and how the price is fixed in the market. Take a look. In a commodity market, a buyer and a seller are the two major economic agents who play an important role in determining the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. The buyer demands the commodities and the seller supplies and sells them. The common price that buyers and sellers agree at is known as the equilibrium price or the market price. The main objective of the economic agents is to maximize their satisfaction level. The buyers will be satisfied if they get what they demand, and the sellers will be satisfied if they are able to sell all their supply. Sometimes, due to external forces such as rain, drought, festivals, change in climatic conditions, etc., the equilibrium price may be disturbed and there may arise a case of surplus or shortage. If consumers are not satisfied, it means there is a shortage of the good in the market. In other words, if the price rises in the market, you may say that there was a shortage and adjustments of market forces of demand and supply have raised the price up because consumers will be willing to pay more to get what they want. Interestingly, suppliers know this. If there is a surplus, the suppliers are not satisfied, and to get rid of the excess supply, suppliers lower the price. Forces of demand and supply thus interact with each other to restore the original equilibrium. Imagine yourself walking in a desert. You are in the middle of the desert and you have finished all the water you had. You are very tired and immediately need some water. You keep walking with the hope that someone comes to you with a bottle full of water to quench your thirst. At this moment, you may think that even if someone charges 100 rupees for a liter of water, you will be ready to pay that amount. This price that you think you would pay is called your willingness to pay. Finally, you see some hope. There is a small settlement and you manage to get a bottle of water for rupees 20. This is the market price. You purchase 5 bottles of water. So, the market price per bottle is much less than the price you were willing to pay. There is a difference of 80 rupees per bottle, and this is called the consumer's surplus. Therefore, your surplus is equal to willingness to pay minus amount you actually pay. For 5 bottles, you paid a total expenditure of rupees 100, which otherwise you were willing to pay rupees 500. Therefore, your total surplus is equal to rupees 400. Just like consumers, producers also have a surplus. Producer's surplus is created because there is a consumer surplus. Producers initially set a minimum price. This minimum price is called the willingness to accept. Gradually, as the demand increases, the market price is set at a price higher than the minimum price. Therefore, producer's surplus is equal to actual revenue minus the willingness to accept.